Hey guys, welcome to the 101 in 10, where you get to see your favorite artists from around the world 101 in 10 minutes. I'm your host, Ayasha Roberson, and I'm back on the scene with a new artist. I like their sound, I like their style, I like their rock infusion, and they got some R&B infusion as well. So I thought it would be great to have them on the show. And this is another artist that you can get to know that is playing really good music. So without further ado, let me introduce to the 101 platform. We have Nygma! Oh, yay!
Let's go.
I'm so excited.
Crowd goes wild.
Yes, crowd goes wild. So, guys, can you please introduce each one of yourselves to the 101 in 10 fan club and let them know what position you play inside the group as well?
I'll go first then. I am Bernie Sanders, believe it or not. That's my name. I'm actually a junior as well. My dad's name is Bernie Sanders. We have no relation to the politician. So, because some people ask me that, are you related? I'm like, nah. He's we're from a different part of the world. But
Sorry, Grandpa.
I do vocals and some of the writing for the band. So. Yeah, I do a lot of yelling.
I'm Colton Sanders, the lead guitarist of the band. He's my older brother. And that's me.
That's next.
Somebody
Go ahead,
go.
Chris.
Me?
I need to get my
Hi, I'm Chris Perez. I am rhythm guitarist. I also do some background vocals as well.
And I am Caleb Dunlap. I'm the drummer, and I do all the administrative stuff for the most part. Not all of, most of. Yeah, I'm the band dad.
Yeah.
I love it. So can you tell me, or tell the fans as well, how long have you been a group? What were your music influences, and what kind of got you started in the music industry? I know that's like 3 questions all in one.
Well, I think we were always part of the music industry as in some capacity from youngsters. Caleb and Colton, we and I went to the same church up in Ohio. So we were just raised on gospel music, and we played at our church, and that's how we got started. I know Chris, we met later on down the road a couple years ago, but yeah, so that has a lot of influence on what we do musically, lyrically, just that whole frenetic energy that you get from that kind of church. And and that's where we picked up a lot of our just musical prowess, I guess. And we also love heavy music, so we have all this influence pouring in that we love. We love hip hop, we love rock, we love it all. But I think what we came to found when we started playing live about 4 years ago, I want to say, as this group here, we decided, like, we felt a draw to the heavier side of things because we were so energetic live. Like we couldn't help ourselves, but just we want to jump around, we want to yell a bit, we want to get the crowd involved, we want this unified atmosphere. And so we past couple of years have been leaning into the heavier side of things, just because that's what we want to be live. Like we just want to let loose and like get our wiggles out from like our 40-hour a week job. We want to just kind of let loose and get in some mosh pits and things like that. But we still leave. Like I said, we like the gospel stuff. Well, I do personally. I don't know about we grew up on it, so some of us were burned out on it by the time we got older. But I still love to implement it in some of our songwriting, like our single that we put out, The Fat Nasty. It just starts out with a straight off like gospel sample. It's and I loved it. I thought it fit perfectly. I mean, it's not something you hear every day, but I just had to do it, and we love that kind of thing. We like to mix the pot. I don't know if you want to add anything to that.
that's pretty much it. It's just we grew up in the punk scene, like the early 2000s.
Mhm.
I was like born in it because these guys are old. And so I was the youngest one at the time, and I was engulfed in the punk scene. So, and I guess that's our biggest influence, like seeing kids go crazy the whole time, headbanging.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
in the
saw that
morning,
in we saw that
skateboarding.
in church too, headbanging
Yeah,
in
yeah.
church. We saw that too. So it was like we just kept it going.
Yeah.
And I like the energy too. Like you have this amazing energy with your group. And I think that's what really draws people in, especially when you look at your videos. So I can just imagine how a live performance would be. Because when I saw the video Fat and Nasty, I was like, whoa, this is just very unique and very different. But at the same time, it's relevant and it just draws you in. And that's the dynamic of Enigma that has different from any other group and band that I've seen so far this year.
Wow.
Oh, thank you.
So hands down.
Oh yeah.
You're doing a good job.
That's a high compliment. Thank you.
Yeah.
You're welcome, you're welcome, you're
Mhm.
welcome. So can someone tell me a little bit about the way you come up with your creative style as far as artists? What is your music process when it comes? Who's the songwriter? Who's the musician?
We
Well,
are. Go ahead, Ko.
Oh, you're good. We send music back and forth all the time. We're always working on music for the next album and 2 albums from now type thing. We're always just writing. And I guess I can write a song and send it to Burn, and he does his thing because usually I sing on it. But then he writes his guitar parts.
Mhm.
Same with Chris, he sends his music. And Caleb, he does his own drumming style, so we kind of like try to emulate that when we do demos.
So yeah, basically the process is we all have demos. We all send it to each other, and we all build on top of it. And it's been working out so far. We like it. Mhm.
That's
Technology, it helps.
That does help, especially with the pandemic was going on. It definitely makes
Yeah.
everyone feel like they're in the same room, even though you guys may not have been able to get together and really get together with all this energy and energy when y'all do come together on the stage. Now, can you tell me a little bit about your success stories as a group and also about your challenges as an independent artist?
Mm. I can let Caleb take that one.
Yeah, I was about to say that's a Caleb.
I knew y'all were gonna say that. Success stories. Honestly, I think the best news I was ever given about a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago, was to stay in the Spotify algorithm, as in releasing songs every 28 days to stay in if you release a song every 28 days in Spotify, that you stay in their algorithm, which keeps you bumped in people who follow you. It'll keep your listeners up. You'll get playlisted so much quicker and easier, and you'll get playlisted on 20,000+ listening playlists, like all naturally. And just because granted, we've been doing, we're in a run where we've been dropping songs since September every 28 days, and we'll continue to do so all the way up to the album release this year, whether it's going to be May or June, whatever that looks like. But staying in that algorithm is by far the best success story and or advice that I personally think the band has ever been given, as far as like the business side of things, if you will. But then and then different things to overcome is getting along with other bands in the scene. That's been something that we have, and I say getting along in the sense of like it took us a long time to break into the scene around the Dallas area, the Denton area, and stuff like that. We feel like in the last 6-7 months, 8 months or so, we've been on obviously the highest stride of our lives, or the highest stride of our careers as Nygma. and a lot of it has to do with a lot of promoters and different bars and venues finally giving us a chance, you know, because nobody knows who we are.
Right.
We have a lot of friends who play in other bands and stuff like that, but they don't necessarily book their shows. So it's like, you know, trying to get another band on, be like, hey, can you help this band out, whatever. But I would say that's probably been the biggest thing to overcome. And like Bernie said, we've been playing live for probably I think it's closer to 5 years, not 4.
Wow.
Well, as Nygma, we've been me, Coco, and Bernie, we've been performing together for over 15-16 years. But as Nygma, like 4 to 5 years at least. But yeah, I would say those two things.
Also, we played
Wow.
the Whiskey a Go Go in California.
Oh, wow. That's
Yes.
great.
Also, we were considered for a Grammy.
We're considered.
Also,
yeah.
Houston
That's
gave us a
awesome.
day.
Not nominated, considered.
Hey, that's
But it's still a
considered.
big thing. Yeah, no.
That's still,
We're
yeah,
pretty blown away about that. Like, well.
that's
And
awesome.
we got Nygma Day in Houston,
Oh,
January
yeah.
20th.
Shout out, yeah.
Oh,
It was
wow. So
fun.
that's great. See, guys, you can also do great things and still be this great artist. And I think a lot of times newer artists feel like in order for them to be recognized or get some type of publicity, you have to have all these high numbers, or your song has to be #1 on, you know, on the music stations, FM, or even internet. But if you're a person that has really good music, your music is going to be able to be felt for that
Mhm.
population of people, that demographic. So keep on striving, guys, and keep on believing in yourselves. And Enigma,
Mhm.
y'all doing such a great job to have a day named after you guys and be considered for a Grammy. I mean, that's great. I mean, most artists can't say that they ever been considered for a Grammy, and they've probably been in the industry for 20, 25 to 25,
Right.
30 years, you know? So that's
Right.
awesome. So can you tell the fans what can they expect from you guys this year? I know that you said a little bit about your new album coming up, but also will you be touring? What places will you be coming to? Because we got fans from all over the world, of course, the United States, that watch this show, and they can come out to one of your concerts and maybe get an autograph and meet you guys.
Sure. I will say that we're just working on putting out music every month, like Caleb said. So a fan could obviously expect a song every month, basically coming from us. But like as far as the new album, we'll be working on that here pretty soon too, because we've had like 3 or 4 versions of it done, and then we just keep adding to it and taking
Mhm.
away and fixing it. So we finally hooked up with some good, like before I was producing all the music for us, like doing the production, and it was okay. But we finally hooked up with some actual producers and mixers and like just genius people, and they're definitely taking our album to another level with the mixing and the mastering. So we have to work on getting all those files over to them and make sure that the parts are good enough to send over. So we've been working on that. So yeah, new album this year. Hopefully, we're gonna be shopping around to different labels. So it may come out this year. They may hold on to it if we get signed. Who knows? I don't know. But yeah, that one's up in the air. But we're definitely gonna be playing nonstop. We keep getting booked for almost every week. And as far as going, I don't know how far out from Texas we're gonna go. We had some plans to go to Cali, but that fell through. But we're just gonna keep playing and see where we go, like where the wind takes us in a sense, really see where the momentum takes us. We definitely want to get out of Texas a little bit, maybe go to Oklahoma, Nashville, just hit like some big music spots. We're playing South by Southwest in March, and it's kind of outside of that event. We're playing at some bar over there. But yeah, we got a lot coming down the pipeline. I don't know if y'all can think of anything else we're doing this year. Music videos, we got more of those we're going to be working on. Just everything you can think of, really. We're just what we do is we just work nonstop. Like we work our real jobs and then we work the band, and the band just takes up all our free time. I think, as far as
Pretty much
we do it all ourselves. Like the music videos, we shot ourselves.
Love it.
The music production we do ourselves, writing everything. So my advice to other bands is like, if you want to be successful, you got to work your butt off. Work
Yeah.
it off. I don't care how tired you get. Like, we had previous members in our band who weren't willing to play small shows or play, somewhere that they didn't think was cool, but it was like, no, we're gonna play it. We're gonna see where it takes us, because every show we ever played let it open another door, no matter how small or big. And so that would be my advice if you wanted to be in a band. You got to work and do all the crummy stuff that you don't want to do. And
for example, not to cut you off, for example, we're about to play a small festival at this place called Killer's Tacos, and I kid you not, the first 3 or 4 times that we played there was usually on a Tuesday or a Thursday night for like 2 people, literally 2 people
At like 11:30.
yeah.
I was one of those 2
And-
people one of those times, man.
Yeah, that's how
Yeah.
we met Chris.
So when Bernie says keep grinding and playing shows, we played shows and it just kept opening other doors. So yes,
Great.
I'm just piggybacking
kind
off that.
of
Go ahead.
what Tyler, the creator, has said too. If you put out a project, you got to keep promoting it. Don't just
Keep it
put it
interesting.
out and expect people and just be like, it's the greatest thing ever. People are just going to listen to it over and over. You got to promote it, make videos.
Correct.
Like, bands just put out an album and put no videos on it or nothing.
Yeah, they don't promote it at all. They just set it out there like, here it is. Oh, thank you.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was just saying, I mean, speaking of doors, that's how we met Chris. We played a small show with 2 people and he was one of them. And
Yep.
he joined our band like because we needed somebody and he was there. So all right. We've been
Yeah,
going.
I like the vibe. I like the music they are playing. Y'all needed a bassist at the time. I joined on as a bassist, and then
Yeah.
now I'm a guitarist.
That's awesome.
Damn, that seems so long ago.
Yeah,
Right?
it was.
And guys, I just want to tell the fans out there, see, you have to be disciplined and it has to be something that you're really, really, really passionate about and you really, really want. And if you grind hard for anything in life, not just music, but anything, it takes sacrifice, takes dedication, and it just takes, really grinding for it. And that really proves the people who are really in it for the love of it versus the people in for some type of reparations or some type of reward, because a lot of people do things for instant gratifications, and it's not something that it comes across as that way too, because they see people on social media and they are trying to do the same thing as well, but their heart is not into it, their soul is not into it. So take all the mental notes or write them down on a pad that Nygma told you about and keep on grinding and keep on moving forward with all your goals and dreams, especially if you're an artist as well. So Nygma, can you tell the people how can they get on social media? How can they follow you guys? How can they connect with you through your website as well?
Caleb.
You can go to nygmanoise.com, NYGMA noise. And just to throw it out there real quick, our name is a play off of Edward Nygma, who is the Riddler in Batman, and so that's where our name came from. And we just wanted to go by like one simple word, and Nygma was it. And it kind of Nygma is a person who is all over the place, and that explains our music and our style and what we do. But yes, nygmanoise.com. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all of it is Nygma Noise, all one word. YouTube, you can find us.
I love it. And thank you guys for being on the show. And I just want to tell you fans out there, their music is not all over the place. I really like it. So make sure you check it out on Spotify. Go to their Spotify account if you have Spotify. If not, you can always go to YouTube. That's free. And you can check out all their music, especially the most recent song. What is it? Fat Nasty, right? That's the most recent one that you guys have on YouTube.
Fistful of Dollars.
Which
I
one
think
is it?
Fistful of Dollars.
Fistful of Dollars. That's the most recent one. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry. So that's the most recent video. Check out their style, check out their videos, and of course, follow them on social media as well. Thank you guys for being on the show for today. I really appreciate it. And thank you 1-on-1 and 1 in 10 family and friends for watching this episode of the 1-on-1 in 10. And make sure you stay tuned because you never know what artists we're going to have on the next episode. I look forward to seeing you guys. Same time, same place. Have a good week and take care. Bye-bye.